Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 12th. This week I still am collaborating with Marie Moore, so definitely check her out if you have not had a chance. At the link in the description below, right at the top there. We are trying to get more people on board, but we will see how that goes. But anyway, let's see what is going on for you this week. It's already been an interesting week. I've only just started doing readings, and a lot of interesting things have come up for pretty much everybody. So let's see what is going on for you here. Let me just get a clarifier on that card there. All right. So yeah, you definitely have an interesting week. Let's get started. You start off with the Ten of Clubs, a very good card. You have two tens here. Tens can represent fortune after difficulty, so good things happening to you after a difficult period of time. I do feel like some of you have gone through a disappointment or had some sort of disappointment happen to you in the past maybe couple weeks here, and I think a lot of that could be clearing up, even though you might be thinking about that disappointment. It could also, we could also blame this on the retrograde, of course, and say that maybe some of you are just thinking about like a past relationship disappointment or some other type of disappointment. But this is a very good card because it represents very good luck coming to you, new luck and new opportunities as well. Very good for friends, socializing, going to social events and things like that. So definitely make sure if your friends invite you out and all that other stuff, make sure you go because you never know what could happen. You can meet somebody new or just have a really good time. This is also a great card for travel. You also have the 10 of diamonds, both good cards for travel. Actually, and you also have the 4 of diamonds, so definitely could be a travel or a moving week for a lot of you, or maybe you're just, again, maybe just a lot of you are just planning those things out and thinking about it. But again, this card is considered very lucky, very good omen. Next, you have the 10 of diamonds. I'm sorry. This card represents prosperity and abundance and money coming into your life, and financial success as well. Again, it can represent travel, needing to travel, traveling for business, or even moving for business as well. And it can also represent starting a new business or starting something new. So that's really nice. It can definitely represent more money coming in those areas. And it can just also represent a time where like maybe you've been trying to get a job or trying to make money, and you could see things go a little bit more your way. So like if you've been applying to jobs and you haven't been hearing back, this can just represent you finally starting to hear back from places where you've applied to, or finally getting interviews, again, if you haven't been getting interviews. So it's just kind of like a forward momentum type of deal there. Next, you have the 9 of Spades. This card can represent a disappointment and coming off a disappointment. Again, I feel like maybe a lot of you are coming off of some sort of disappointment or disappointing news in a lot of ways. And this can represent changes happening to you as well, sometimes forced changes. So a lot of you might have gone through a forced change where like something was ripped from you or taken away from you or something like that. Again, it feels like maybe in the past couple weeks here. And if that is you, then I would say, this card, the good news about this card is it does represent kind of like a blessing in disguise. And it represents that it needed to happen, whatever happened to you, and that actually, as we move forward here over the next couple weeks, you'll probably look back and see how it was a blessing in disguise, how it actually needed to happen. So, again, this can be, it can be a letdown. You could have gone through a letdown, but it also is one of those things where you see in the future, you're like, okay, I know why that had to happen. Next, you have the 8 of Hearts, a great card. This card represents a gift from the universe. It kind of represents a return of karma. It represents something that you have worked for returning to you. So I really like to see that for you as well. Again, this can represent business. 8s are tied to business and work. So even though it's a love card, it can still be a business work card as well. It can be a card of being swept off your feet as well. We definitely have all this stuff going on in the 7th house. So there's definitely plenty of relationship type energy going on in the sky. So this can definitely represent that. It's also a great card for socializing. I would really encourage you to socialize this week, just looking at all your cards. I think that would be beneficial for a lot of you. And this is also a great card if you are negotiating, if you're involved in a negotiation, if you're in sales, or just need to get your way. It's a card of getting your way. So I like to see that for you as well. Next, you have the 7 of Diamonds. Worried about money. So don't worry about money. Also, do not gamble this week. And I would also not borrow money or anything like that. I wouldn't even lend money this week as well. I would stay away from that. You might have a friend or somebody come to you and need money. If you're okay with never seeing it again and you know that that's fine, not a big deal, then go ahead, loan the money, but just know, and this came up for somebody like last week as well, so there's definitely some sort of energy here going on with loaning money. Just be careful of that. Again, if you're okay with never seeing it again, go for it. I mean, I personally have that rule in my life just in general. It's like, if somebody asks me for money, I'm just like, you know what, if I can truly never be okay with never getting it back, then that's fine. But if it's going to affect the friendship, don't do it. Next, you have the Seven of Hearts. A lot of you might be hearing maybe rumors or gossip or criticism about you, or maybe you just feel like you do as well. Don't allow that to happen. I mean, just stay out of it. If this can be one of those things where it's like, you feel like people are talking about you, or you just get a sense of it or something. Don't build that stuff up into your head. Again, sevens represent internal fears that do not exist. And finally, you have the Four of Diamonds. Great card of more money coming into the home, more money in general. This could be you selling a home, moving, thinking about moving, and it can also represent more stability and new commitments coming into your life as well, including like new jobs or just deciding to commit to where you are right now. But it looks like a really nice week, so thank you for watching and enjoy your week.